The IDEXX Colilert test is the worldwide leader for the simultaneous detection of total coliforms and E. coli in multiple water types with results in 24 hours. Colilert is available in 100 milliliter, 250 milliliter, and 10 milliliter formats. In the next few minutes, you'll learn how to use the 100 ml Colilert test for presence-absence detection and for quantification using the Quanti-Tray system. In the first demonstration, you'll learn how to use the Colilert test for presence-absence detection of total coliforms and E. coli. You will need the Colilert reagent, a sterile, transparent, non-fluorescing 100 ml vessel, a temperature-controlled incubator, the coliform E. coli comparator, and a 6-watt, 365 nanometer UV lamp. Separate one Colilert pack from its strip, taking care not to accidentally open the other packs. Snap open the reagent pack and pour the powder into a 100 ml water sample. Cap the vessel and shake to dissolve the Colilert powder. Incubate for 24 hours at 35 degrees centigrade plus or minus 0.5 degrees centigrade, or according to your local regulations. After 24 hours, read the results by comparing the samples to the coliform E. coli presence-absence comparator. If the sample is yellow, equal to or greater than the comparator, the sample is positive for total coliforms. If the sample is less yellow than the comparator, the sample is negative for total coliforms and E. coli. If the sample is yellow, determine E. coli results by shining an ultraviolet lamp on the sample in a dark environment, shining the light away from your eyes. Keep the light within 5 inches of the vessel. If the sample is yellow and has fluorescence equal to or greater than the comparator, the sample is positive for E. coli. If you're unsure whether a result is positive, incubate the sample up to an additional 4 hours, 28 hours total, to allow the color or the fluorescence to intensify. Next, you'll learn how to use the Colilert test with the Quanti-Tray system to determine the number of coliforms and E. coli in a water sample. IDEXX offers 2 sizes of Quanti-Tray. Both work with the Quanti-Tray sealer. The standard Quanti-Tray is a disposable 51-well tray that provides counts up to 200 per 100 ml sample without dilutions. The Quanti-Tray 2000 is a disposable 97-well tray that provides counts up to 2,419 per 100 ml sample without dilutions. In addition to the materials used for presence-absence detection, for quantification, you will need a Quanti-Tray or Quanti-Tray 2000, a Quanti-Tray comparator, Quanti-Tray rubber inserts, a Quanti-Tray sealer, and the included most probable number table or the IDEXX automated MPN generator program found at IDEXX.com. All of these items are included in the Quanti-Tray system and are available from IDEXX. Turn on the sealer and then wait until a green bar appears on the display. The sealer has now reached operating temperature. Add the Colilert powder to a 100 ml sample and cap the vessel. Shake until the reagent dissolves. Use only a permanent felt tip marker to label the Quanti-Tray. Adhesive labels may adhere to the sealer roller, and ballpoint pens may puncture the paper. Hold the Quanti-Tray at the top, with the well side facing your palm. Push the top edge of the Quanti-Tray in with your free hand while squeezing the tray into a circle. Open the Quanti-Tray by gently pulling the foil tab away from the plastic side. Be careful not to tear the tab. Do not touch the inside of the tray. Pour the sample mixture into the Quanti-Tray, avoiding contact with the foil tab. Place the filled Quanti-Tray on the rubber insert, making sure each well fits its corresponding hole. Push the insert with tray into the sealer until the sealer grabs the tray and pulls it into the slot. If you need to reverse the motor, press and hold the reverse button. However, do not reverse the motor if the rubber insert is completely inside the sealer. The sealer distributes the sample mixture into the Quanti-Tray wells, seals the wells, and partially ejects the sealed tray. Remove the rubber insert and tray from the sealer. Incubate the sealed tray for 24 hours at 35 degrees centigrade, plus or minus 0.5 degrees centigrade, or according to your local regulations. After incubation, mark each yellow well with a permanent marker, including the large overflow well. To determine the number of total coliforms, count the yellow wells that are equal to or greater than the comparator, and then refer to the MPN table included with the Quanti-Trays. The most probable number of total coliforms for this example is 17.8 per 100 ml. If using Quanti-Tray 2000, count the overflow well as a large well. To determine the number of E. coli, view the Quanti-Tray with a UV lamp in a dark environment, shining the light away from your eyes. Keep the light within 5 inches of the tray. Count the fluorescent wells that are equal to or greater than the comparator, and then refer to the MPN table. The most probable number of E. coli for this example is 8.7 per 100 ml. If you're unsure whether a result is positive, incubate the sample up to an additional 4 hours, 28 hours total, to allow the color and/or the fluorescence to intensify. IDEXX recommends that you run a quality control procedure for each lot of Colilert tests. You will find the quality control procedure in the Colilert product insert. For marine water samples, IDEXX recommends using the IDEXX Colilert 18 test. Refer to the Colilert 18 product insert for more information. Remember, incubate samples for 24 hours or up to 28 hours total. Samples less yellow than the comparator are negative for total coliforms and E. coli. Yellow samples that are equal to or greater than the comparator are positive for total coliforms. Yellow and fluorescent samples that are equal to or greater than the comparator are positive for E. coli. Please follow these testing guidelines. Store tests at 2 to 30 degrees centigrade, away from light. Use only sterile, non-buffered, oxidant-free water for sample dilutions. Because these procedures may not reflect your local regulations, for compliance testing, be sure to follow all local regulatory procedures. Remember these tips. If a water sample has some background color, compare the inoculated Colilert sample to a control blank of the same water sample. Always follow aseptic technique when using Colilert, and dispose of all samples and materials in accordance with local regulatory guidelines. If you have questions or need more information, call the IDEXX Water microbiology experts at the number on your screen.